What is up, guys? It is Jed Wrestling here, back again with another video. And in front of you today, we have this massive scene full of WWE action figures. This is my first WWE action figure setup of 2026. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So I tried to challenge myself with this setup video to use pretty much every current WWE figure in my collection. So let's start over here on the left side of the ring. Here you see Shinsuke Nakamura. He is drilling Randy Orton into the steel steps and the post with a Kinshasa. That looks absolutely gnarly. Speaking of gnarly, here you got CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion. He is hitting Sami Zayn with a pile driver on the floor and onto a guitar. You can see the guitar shattering there beneath the skull of Sami Zayn. We might as well cover this over here. Here you got Seth Rollins. He is returning from injury and he is taking back what's his in the form of the World Heavyweight Championship. That's right, he never lost the World Heavyweight Championship, and I feel like they should do a storyline like this when Seth returns. Like, he never lost the world title and he has to go back for it. He's even got the Seth Rollins side plates right there. Here you got JD McDonough laid out on one table with a table on top of the table. And you got Axiom up here. He's hitting a massive plancha, about to put himself through the tables and absolutely crush JD McDonough. That's about to be crazy. Here, you got Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, the new women's tag team champions, and they're being pushed around in a cart by Asuka, more than likely off the table. I love this one, man. Here you got Ethan Page. He is coming to the main roster from NXT, and he is hitting Tama Tonga with an Ego's Edge on the apron. And then if you look over here, there's his brother, Tama Tonga's brother, Tongaloa. He's trying to save him, but he's botching it. He's hitting himself in the face with a steel chair, and then Ethan Page is about to nail Tama Tonga with an Ego's Edge on the apron. This one is nasty. I'm gonna try to get a good angle on this one. You got Braun Breaker over here, and he's got CM Punk handcuffed, and he's absolutely braining him with a steel chair. My goodness. Over there, you see Sheamus and Finn Balor. They are, of course, going to be opponents on Jed Wrestling Live episode 10 coming up for the Jed Wrestling Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor looking to capture a singles title from Sheamus. Be sure to stay tuned for that match. Over there, you see Johnny Lawrence. He is making his WWE debut over from the Karate Kid / Cobra Kai universe, and he is taking on Brock Lesnar. He's about to challenge Brock Lesnar one-on-one. Over here, this was one of the first setups that I made. You can see Cody Rhodes. He just won, oh my goodness. He just won the 3 Stages of Hell match in Berlin, Germany over Drew McIntyre. So he has the WWE Championship around his waist, and he's holding the massive WWE Championship above his head. And then Drew McIntyre, he only won one fall in the 3 Stages of Hell match, so he is forced to take the small WWE Championship because Cody got one for the one match that he won. He got the massive one for the final match that he won. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty clever setup there. Some action going on the stage back there. You got CM Punk, another CM Punk, third CM Punk in the setup. He's got another pipe bomb going on, man. He's cutting a pipe bomb on the modern WWE universe. Got to think he's cutting on Seth Rollins. He's cutting on Braun Breaker. He's cutting on all these people. Here you got Jey Uso. He's delivering a super kick to The Miz as The Miz's head is inside of a bucket up on the stage. And then at the end of the stage over there, you see Tommaso Ciampa. He is about to leave WWE. He's got his briefcase. He's packing his bags. I don't really know where Tommaso Ciampa could go from here because he is leaving WWE in real life. But I could see him going to like TNA or something and then being like a big star over there. Up on the stage, there you got Jacob Fatu up there, and stuff just fell. You got Jacob Fatu up there. He's about to take Rusev for a ride. He's got him up for a massive Samoan drop off of the stage. Speaking of off the stage, you got Ilya Dragunov. He is hitting Seth Rollins with a dragon suplex, and Seth is about to go backward off of the stage. Who's to say where he's gonna land? That's about to be crazy. Up there, you can see Santos Escobar. He's watching the carnage that's unfolding as he patiently waits for WWE to finally get creative plans for him, which I hate to say that's probably not going to come anytime soon. Justice for Santos Escobar. Moving now into the ring, we got Chris Jericho over here on the apron. He is making his WWE return. He is coming back to WWE, which I do think is going to happen at some point this year. I kind of thought it was going to happen last night on the Stranger Things Raw, but it did not end up happening. but I think they're gonna hold off on this till the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be number 30. Then we hear break the walls down, and Chris Jericho comes back to WWE. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. I really hope that happens this year. And one guy who actually did make his return in 2026 already, you got Matt Cardona slash Zack Ryder. He is making his WWE return once again. I do kind of wish he was still called Zack Ryder. I feel like how he was presented in the last time is now tournament should be how he's presented now, like as Zack Ryder and with the new like Zack Ryder slash Matt Cardona little hybrid persona thing. But he's just full Matt Cardona now, the indie god. I guess that's all right. I'm excited to see him back. SmackDown was definitely in need of some more upper card guys. Moving officially now into the ring, you got Otis. He's lifting Ivar up high on his shoulders. And then you got Eric down there. He's about to absolutely squash Eric using Ivar. That's going to be nasty. I really want new War Raiders figures, man. When are they going to make new War Raiders? Here you got Damian Priest. He just stuffed Jimmy Uso into a trash can head first, and now he's celebrating about it. Real OGs will remember my barbed wire spike stop motion that I did back in the day with Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. I'm kind of recreating it over here. You got Solo Sikoa with the barbed wire around his thumb, and he's got Dexter Loomis for a nasty barbed wire spike. And then back there, you see R-Truth. He is dressing up as his childhood hero, John Cena, looking to recapture the magic of John Cena in a WWE ring, looking to carry on the legacy. How awesome is that? This is absolutely wild. You got Cody Rhodes over here, and he is about to receive a pedigree from the current head of creative, Triple H, onto thumbtacks. Look at that, man. Booking your top guy doesn't get worse than that, right? Got Kit Wilson behind Triple H there, and he's preaching about the toxic masculinity, and nobody's listening to him. But the one person who heard him is The Undertaker, and he is about to show Kit Wilson what real toxic masculinity looks like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're gonna have to move some stuff here, but Kevin Owens is back, and he is taking out Seth Rollins with a package pile driver right there. Kevin Owens. I do hope that he's able to return at some point in 2026, even if it's like late in the year. But I really don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna have to wait until 2027 to come back because like it was a really nasty neck injury that he got. So I wouldn't hold my breath on a Kevin Owens return in 2026. Here you got Johnny Gargano, and he's absolutely mangling a cinder block over the head of Carmelo Hayes, while the head of Carmelo Hayes is over another cinder block. That is absolutely insane. I get the feeling that we're gonna have a vacant United States Championship after that. This is actually the very first setup that I did. You got Logan Paul up here. He's sitting on top of the Prime. He's chugging two Prime bottles up there. And you got Bronson Reed and Austin Theory who are kind of guarding the big Prime bottle. You got Bronson Reed just kind of signaling for everybody to like, come on, I can take you. And then you got Austin Theory over here with a barbed wire 2x4, and he is absolutely destroying Rey Mysterio down there. Got the Hardy Boys. They are back in WWE, and they got the World Tag Team Championships in their grasp. I do envision this happening someday. Probably not soon, but like someday when the Hardys are like ready to wrap up their careers, they could come back to WWE, win the tag titles, face the Usos, face the Machine Guns, and all that. The Hardys on one last WWE run would be really, really awesome. You got a ladder scene over here, and you see LA Knight winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. LA Knight, another guy who I thought was going to come back on the Stranger Things edition of Raw last night, and I thought he was more likely than Chris Jericho, especially in the main event, but he did not end up coming back, which is pretty disappointing. I can see him also coming back in the Royal Rumble, or like shortly before the Rumble, so he can still be in it, but not like have a surprise spot or something. But yeah, I do hold hope that he wins the 2026 Money in the Bank. Then he can cash in on the then world heavyweight champion, whoever that is, and then he can finally get the world title moment that he's always deserved. Yeah. Up on top of a ladder, you got AJ Styles. He is sick of the disrespect from Gunther, so he is about to hit a massive Styles clash off the top of the ladder. I am pretty shocked that they're booking this match for next week on Raw, not gonna lie. I did envision this match being for WrestleMania, and I really don't see them like having the match on Raw and then like rerunning it at WrestleMania or something. So that's pretty weird. Maybe that match is just like really short and it doesn't have a divisive finish, so we can still have that match at WrestleMania. But I don't know. I am definitely excited to see AJ versus Gunther though. That's like a huge dream match. You got Jade Cargill. She's got Chelsea Green up for a jaded, but she is about to throw her out of the ring onto the announce table. But that side of the ring is already pretty full because you got Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. They are stalking Grayson Waller. That is Grayson Waller right there with barbed wire bats. Angelo Dawkins is. And then Montez Ford, he's kind of just unbothered. He's sipping on his solo cup and all that. And the final scene of this WWE action figure setup, you got the shark cage. First up in the shark cage, you got Kofi Kingston. He's coming out because in there, you got Brock Lesnar. If you see Brock Lesnar in there, and he destroyed Xavier Woods. So Kofi Kingston, he's trying to run away and all that, but boom, he's getting met with a 619 by Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio hanging on to the shark cage right there. And then on top of the shark cage, you got Roman Reigns with Dominic Mysterio in his grasp, the only Roman Reigns of this setup, surprisingly. And he's about to absolutely toss him into the ring. Liv Morgan is begging him not to do it. But over here, Roman Reigns has no idea that Jey Uso just stole the Ulafala and he is yeeting on top of the cage. He is the true tribal chief right there. It's about to be a rude awakening for Roman Reigns once he turns around. But yes, guys, that just about does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. My favorite setup that I made in this video is probably honestly the shark cage scene where you got Ray hanging off of the shark cage with the 619. I think that one's pretty cool. But please let me know your favorite setup in the comments down below, and I'd also greatly appreciate it if you were to smash a like on this video, subscribe to Jed Wrestling, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. But yes, Jed Wrestling out.